What's happening, Expeditioners? It's Peter here, and I want to show you one of my latest products here. This is the Expedition Money Life Chart here, and what makes this different is the way it looks. So a Life Weeks chart has a dot for every week you have been alive. And so what you get to do is you get to color in these dots. And now you might be saying, well, why would I do that? Well, because sometimes we get really complacent. I know I do. You look at something you want to do and you say, hey, I'll do that tomorrow, or hey, if you're thinking of starting a business or having family or changing jobs or getting an education, you kind of put things off. And sometimes you forget that time is the only thing we can never get more of. You can make more money, we can buy more houses. There's lots of flexibility with material things, but when it comes to time, we are all the same. And one of the things that I don't want you to do is waste the time that you have. It's so easy to do, and it's so easy to look back and say, man, I wish I had done that, or I wish I had started sooner, or I wish I had had that opportunity, because that's where those regrets come from. Now, your Life in Weeks poster is going to visually show that. So most of these posters are set up for about 77, 80 years, the average lifespan of a person in America. And so as you fill in these dots of the weeks that have gone by, you may be surprised to see, hey, most of my life is behind me. I only have a small window of time. And so you can just look here. Each year is a number here. So I'm 47 years old. So that would put me right here. If I were to color all of these dots up here, that shows me I only have this much left. And you might say, well, Pete, that's a lot of time left. You've still got maybe a third of your life, a quarter of your life left. Well, guess what? Some of this time is not going to be as productive as some of the other times. In fact, it's sometimes hard to compete with the younger guns out there. And so sometimes the best times, the most productive time you'll have, the times you're most inspired, may already be behind you. It's a good reminder to take advantage of the time that you have. So I have actually designed this. It's obviously got a map in the background, and the map is meant to represent your life. So we got a lot of flat land up here, some calm waters. It's cruise control up here. What I call these parts up here are childhood and your school. So a lot of this is just going to be time that you're spending that you don't know what to do with. You're going to be guided a lot by your parents. This whole top third is kind of time that you're not going to be really productive. It's going to look very similar to a lot of the other people. But if we start looking here in the middle, career exploration, career establishment, when you're really starting to sink your teeth into your work. Mid-career, maybe you're starting to gain some clout, have a role that really starts to compensate you well. Maybe you're expanding your reach, your influence. And so a lot of the most productive time is going to be right in this area here. And then if we look here, late career, career decline, right? You're starting to work less, maybe focus on time with the family. Think about transitioning out of work, putting in less hours, looking at doing some of the stuff you want to do, from golfing to travel to spending time with family. So this is kind of the back nine of the golf course, or maybe the back half of the bell curve here. And then down here we have retirement, those years that maybe you just want to spend doing exactly what you want to do. And maybe these are the years where you're aging, so you don't have a lot of time left. Just because this whole section is retirement doesn't necessarily mean that these years down here are going to be the ones where you're really enjoying it. You may have health issues. You may be taking it very easy in some of these stages. And so what are we looking at here? Maybe a few years of having kind of the life that you dreamed of. And maybe you're not even going to have that life because all this time up here got wasted. So a visual representation of where you are in life, maybe something that would motivate you to get off your butt, start kicking a little butt, start doing something, start taking that class that you wanted to take, learn that skill that you wanted to learn. Start that YouTube channel, write that book, maybe reach out to an old friend, travel to see a loved one. I don't know what it is that you've been putting off, but maybe you need a little reminder to do it. So if you want to pick up this poster, it is free as a downloadable PDF so that you can print it out. It prints nicely on 11 by 17. That's a piece of paper that fits into a lot of printers. You can actually scale it down so that you can print on a normal size piece of paper. I believe this is 12 by 18, and you can order this. It comes a little thicker cardstock material so that you can hang it up on your wall. So if you want to spend a couple bucks to get this exact one here, I'll put a link to this in the description as well. But it's just a reminder, all of the things that I do here at Expedition Money, all of the things that you want to accomplish in your life aren't going to happen without you actually doing something for yourself. So hopefully this poster will be a little fuel for you to achieve the things that you want. Hopefully that helps. I'll see you later.